Back in the 80s to probably about the early 2000s, malls were kind of the place to be, man. Every weekend people would just go there, they just kind of hang out. They were super cool, super fun. It was just like an awesome little hangout spot, dude. And back in 1981, there was a mall opened in Wichita, Kansas. And this mall is called Towne West Square. Now, Towne West Square has remained open, as far as I know, from 1981 to 2000 and whatever year we're in, 2024. It's still open to this day. When it opened in 1981, it had about 50 stores, but now I think store-wise, the last time I was in there, it's probably closer to 20. It just doesn't get a lot of traffic. I guess you could blame it on the era of online shopping. You could blame it on all these big superstores, supermarkets carrying more items. But no matter what you blame it on, at the end of the day, Towne West Square is a dying mall. There's been about 4 different times in the past year or two that the power has gone out because supposedly Towne West has not paid their power bill. Now, there are a couple anchor stores left there, such as JCPenney's and Dick's Sporting Goods. And from my understanding, they pay their own separate power bill so that they don't have to deal with the power outages like the rest of the mall. It is humid, dude. Now, there's kind of 2 big malls in Wichita. Excuse me. There's Towne East and there's Towne West. And Towne East is the big mall. That's kind of where everybody goes. It's actually really busy every time I go over there, especially on a Saturday or Sunday. And there's a ton of new stores every time I go there. Tons to do, tons to eat, tons to buy. Towne West, on the other hand, every time I go there, it seems like there's less stores. Last time I was in Towne West, I was walking around and I was just looking, and dude, it's just such an empty mall. It's almost creepy. And I thought, hey dude, I kind of want to get some video of this. So I think today what we're gonna do, we're gonna park up at Towne West. We're gonna go inside, we're gonna walk around, and I'm gonna get a little bit on video. So here we are, we're at Towne West. It's actually a really big building. It's just not very busy. So this used to be a really fancy store, I guess. It used to be like a dress place. I don't know. They sold really nice clothes, but it's kind of from my understanding, it's a venue now. You can rent for weddings and things like that. It's kind of one of those places you could just kind of tell from the parking lot. You know, there's just these massive holes and grass growing everywhere that just the effort isn't there anymore. They just don't take care of it the way they used to. But fun fact, there did used to be look out for that, broken glass, a motorcycle school here. They removed the store, but they did not remove the fun little track in the parking lot. So it's kind of like a fun little spot to come out and see how good you are on 2 wheels. Oh, I ran over some glass. That's pretty lame. I didn't see that bottle there. Hopefully it didn't go through my tube. If so, I'm going to be pushing a bike home because I definitely did not bring anything to repair it with. Oh! I had to put my foot down, dang it. Alright, I failed. So let's go to the mall. Let's go walk around inside. Like, look at that, dude. There was a movie theater in Towne West for a while when I was in high school. Actually, I think that's probably the only times I came out here in high school was to watch movies. It actually shut down. It's called the Movie Machine, but now they just reopened it. A new theater bought it. It's called Boulevard Theaters. So I think that's kind of helping keep it afloat along with Dick's Sporting Goods. Yeah, I remember in high school I used to always come out here and just go to the movie theater. I never even really went shopping out here, so that might have been kind of what led to its demise as well, was people just not really using it to shop. A lot of these empty stores they have in here, it's kind of like funny. There's some interesting companies that are buying them. For instance, I think MCI, I could be wrong, but I think that's like a call center where people answer phone calls. I think last time I was in here, I saw a church had rented out one of the shops. So I actually think that this mall is going to be closed within a year or 2. Yeah, dude, look at that. That is sweet.
Dillard's once was. It was kind of one of the anchor stores, but it is no longer here. This is pretty new. It's painting, but there's just nothing in here, at least in this area. So it looks like there's a church right here. Right there's the church. And then mini golf. It looks like this used to be some sort of large chain store right here. I can't remember what it was. And I don't even know what was right here. But I do remember that right here was like a little arcade for a little bit just a couple years ago. And it was always pretty fun to go into. All right, so I kind of walked through there. They still have security, I guess, which kind of surprised me. They seem cool, but they definitely were like kind of following me to be honest with you, so I felt a little uncomfortable. I don't know if they meant to be. I feel like they probably just happened to be walking in the same direction as me, like doing rounds, which is kind of what I was doing, but either way. So I didn't really film and talk a whole lot in there. Also, there was just people around. I just didn't want to look like a weirdo. I think kind of the biggest thing for me was the food court. I don't think there's a single place in there to get food anymore, which I feel like is kind of like the whole thing with malls. It's like you go there, you hang out for the day, you get something to eat from the food court. I definitely saw more empty stores than I saw stores that were actually still in operation. Even though nobody goes to it anymore, I just feel like if it were to close down and somebody were to buy it, it'd be awesome if somebody repurposed it to something everybody could kind of go in there, enjoy, and share the memories with. All that good stuff. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.